Right. Hi guys, here I am again with another video, complete different video from the other one in which this pupil passed. His name is you. Well done you. Brilliant, brilliant drive today. Congratulations. You only got one minor driving fault. Absolutely brilliant. For all you guys that watch, I think it's video 11 in which the pupil was unsuccessful because he didn't look early enough at the runabout or he didn't take a second look at the mini runabout. You'll be pleased to know that this is the gentleman that actually had that test. His name is you. Absolutely brilliant. He was able to get an early date, get back in there, and straight away he passed today with one minor driving fault. Even the examiner at the end said, "Look, mate, you can drive." Absolutely brilliant drive. I'm really happy with that. So, congratulations, you. Well done. We're turning left out the test center, please. And I think I said this on every video and I'll continue to say it. You must have a little pause here and have a little look right, left, right. You're looking for pedestrian. Then when you come forward, you have a little look to the right again. It is essential, vital that you actually do that. End of the road, we're turning left, please. Roundabout, we're following the road ahead, taking the second exit, please. Be very careful of this runabout. Personally, I would use first gear. I would slow it down, use first gear, have a look. But as you're about to commit here, have another look again because it's a blind runabout. So use first gear for this runabout, please. And by looking, I'm referring to you looking to the right, because as you know, those to the right, they've got the right of way at runabout, unless it's something different, like a traffic light controlled or something like that. Take the next road on the left, please. Roundabout, we're following the road ahead, please. Second exit. Where are you going at the end of this road? Again, remember the examiner won't say where to go. Where are you going? That's correct. You're turning left. The arrow tells you left only. You can see the no entry sign right opposite you. So you must turn left. Once more, you are allowed to come around in the left lane if there are vehicles in the right lane and you're sure that they're going to stay in the right lane. This is very, very important. Traffic light, we're turning right, please. Please remember at the traffic light, please try not to be number three vehicle. So at the moment you've got one vehicle in front. So when that vehicle goes over, you can follow that vehicle through, considering the size of the junction. but please try not to be number three vehicle. So if there was two vehicles in front already, it would be best to wait behind the traffic light just in case if the light changes. And as you all would have noticed, it's actually raining. So the floor is wet. So take into consideration the use of speed. So on a road like this, maybe 26 miles an hour, you don't have to go up to 30 miles an hour. You can even slow down a bit more whenever you're going past parked vehicle. Park on the left in a safe place for me, please. And drive on when ready, please. Traffic light, we're turning left, please. Now, right, this is something I wanted to notice. Look on the floor. Can you see that solid white line? Brilliant. It means that that set of traffic light is for you. So when you turn left and you come round, if there was no solid white line and you just happen to see a traffic light that's on red, please remember that is not for you. It's for the other vehicle that's waiting to come over. So please look on the floor. And we're turning left into the Aldi car park, please. Please remember that this car park operate a one-way system, so bear that in mind. Now, this is something that the examiner would say to the pupil. And I've been on the test before in the back of the car, and I've noticed the examiner would say this. Now, the reason why they say this is that when you follow it round, it is important for you to notice the arrow, which means that when he says drive on when ready, you cannot come back the way you come from. You have to follow the arrow around. So shortly, we are going to choose a bay and reverse into it from a place. So any bay on the left or the right of your choice, and reverse finishing within the bay, please. So when doing the reverse bay parking, at this point now, you would have a little pause, as you noticed the pupil did, and have a little look over your right shoulder before continuing. Because your vehicle is swinging out, is presenting the most danger, so you want to make sure there's nothing trying to overtake you. So you always want to have a little look. You can look over your right shoulder maybe 3 times. That works very well whenever you're doing the reverse bay parking. Now, I must say, this is a brilliant reverse bay parking. You can see it's in line with the bay in front. However, you should never trust the bay in front, because sometimes the bay in front is a bit staggered from the one you're trying to go into. So it's vital that you also check your mirror. But this one here is very, very good. So well done you. That's a wonderful bay parking. And we're just following the car park out, please. Roundabout, we're turning left, taking the first exit, please. Park on the left in a safe place for me, please. So get me around a car's length away from the vehicle in front, please. Don't worry about the drive on this occasion. Just get me as close as possible. That's brilliant. Thank you. Brilliant. Thank you. And drive on when ready, please. Here is where the examiner gets you to move off at an angle. Again, on every test, you will get this exercise. All you've got to do is just clutch control as you move away. Slow the car down by dipping the clutch a little as you come back to go past the vehicle. That's all you've got to do. End of the road, we're turning right, please. Because you're turning right, if you look at the floor marking, you must position to the right. But also look at the floor. Can you see the double white line? So it means that no vehicle can come in. So this side of the road is a one-way road. So you would have to keep to the right to do the right turn. Taking the next road on the left, please. So on this road, there is 4 mini roundabout, and the pupil will be expected to go straight ahead at all the mini roundabouts. Now, this is absolutely brilliant. Remember, he was unsuccessful. I don't usually like using the word fail. He was unsuccessful because of a roundabout situation, and it was a mini roundabout. The previous test route he had 3 mini roundabouts. Now, after that, we did one more session looking at mini runabouts and the observation and everything. So he wasn't going to make the same mistake twice. So it's just so important that if you are unsuccessful in a specific area, please make sure whenever you go to do another session with your instructor, please make sure that you're working in that area, because you never know, it might come up again. This is where the pupil got the one minor driving fault. It's because that door is open, so anyone could be stepping from behind the vehicle, and he got one minor for that, for clearance. Traffic light, we're turning right, please. Park on the left in a safe place for me, please. And drive on when ready, please. Please remember that if there is a delay, you have to take another look, especially over your right shoulder. So you have a quick little look in your left mirror, center mirror, and your right shoulder. You don't have to worry too much about the left blind spot, because you looked already and it's just a quick look you're taking now for safety. So always make sure to take a double look before moving off. Taking the next road on the left, please. End of the road, we're turning left, please. Make sure to look out for speed limit changes. So like on a road like this that's quite wide, initially it's 30 miles an hour until, look at that, can you see the 40 signs? Now it becomes 40. So remember, when you go past those two big 40 signs, it becomes 40 miles an hour. Whenever you see a small 40 like this, it means that you're already in the 40 zone because it's only one 40 sign. But usually when the speed limit changes, you will have two big signs, which mean that speed limit is when you go past it, that's when it applies. So at the traffic light, we are following the road ahead, please. Again, if you notice here on the floor, you've got two lanes. Always stick to the left lane where possible. If the left lane goes straight ahead, stick to the left lane. That's very important. Like you know, you can see in this on this occasion, my pupil just stopped a little bit too far back. But again, because the road was quite wet and he broke early, personally, I would have gone forward that much more. But that little stop there is not enough to warrant a mark. But don't give them that opportunity. Please go as far forward. The little technique is go forward, and because the line is a long line going across on the floor, you can check your right mirror and you will see that your right mirror is just about touching the line, and that's how you know you've got a perfect positioning at the traffic light. That's a little technique that can work. What is the speed limit of this road? Do you remember? Exactly. So the last speed limit you saw was 40 miles an hour. So you would assume 40. If you look there, you can see the 40 sign anyway, the small sign. But it means that it's 40 miles an hour all the way through until you actually see a different speed limit sign. But it is important, very, very important, that you look out for speed changes on lampposts and also on the floor sometimes. Taking the next road on the left, please. Remember, when leaving one road and joining another, please have a look. Can you see the speed change to 30 on the floor as well? So that is very, very important. Traffic light, we're turning left, please. Roundabout, we're turning right, taking the fourth exit, please. Traffic light, we're turning left, please. Taking the next road on the left, please. Taking the next road on the right, please. Park on the left in a safe place for me, please. Shortly, I will be asking you to carry out the emergency stop. So when I say stop, I would expect you to bring the car to a complete stop. Drive on when ready, please. Stop! Thank you. Won't ask you to do that again. Drive on when ready, please. At this point, please remember, do not just drive the car. Check from your left shoulder to your right shoulder. Make sure it's safe before moving off. If there's a vehicle coming and you're in the middle of the road, stop and see what they're doing, especially if they're coming from behind. So please make sure you do your left blind shoulder check, your center mirror, and your right mirror before moving off. It is vital. If you don't do it, you will be marked as serious for observation. End of the road, we're turning left, please. Following the road ahead, please. Please remember this is not a roundabout, it's just a normal crossroad. It's like a staggered crossroad. So you must position next to the curb, just like you see my pupil doing now. Position here because the road that you actually need is directly in front of you, slightly to the right rather. So please remember it is not a roundabout. Your positioning is essential in order for you to complete this junction. Turning left back into the test center, please. So remember, please do not signal too early. Wait until you go past the single line and then you signal now to go back into the test center. And also, please use first gear when you're coming into this test center because of it's a small space when you're coming in. But not only that, you've got a hill immediately. So just slow down and use first gear. Just follow it around to the left and just choose any bay and just drive forward into it for me, please. So it doesn't matter at this point. Just come around. That's beautiful. And just park up anywhere here for me, please. Thank you. And this was a sat nav test. Okay, if you give me a moment just to complete the paperwork, I'll let you know you've done shortly. Right, I'm pleased to tell you that you've passed with one minor driving fault. Absolutely brilliant. Once more, you, very good driving. Well done to you. Congratulations. Well deserved. Definitely 100% a brilliant driver. In closing, remember I always say this: trust your hopes, not your fear. Giving up should never be an option. You might stumble once, but getting up is the key thing. It's okay to get knocked down. That's how we learn. Stay focused. Keep your eyes on the prize. Very important.